My name's Tyler and welcome back to the channel. My call sign is Whiskey 9 Kilo Tango Lima. And in this video I'm going to be doing a review on the Boafeng UV-82. By far out of all the Boafengs, the UV-82 is possibly my favorite. It is cheap. I mean, it goes for roughly $25 to $27. And it's a 5-watt handheld. You can get it a UV-82 that is considered high power, and it's 8 watts. That costs a little bit more. It's about, I can't remember the exactly price. I could put the link down in the description for one. But the UV-82, it's big in the hand. It feels good in the hand. It has 2 push-to-talks. You have a function, and then you have 2 buttons here on the side, and you can program those for different functions. One, it does also have a built-in flashlight. Let's see if I can push the right button for it. The bottom button, the one with the M, it comes with a flashlight. It'll also strobe for emergency. Then you can click it one more time and it'll shut off. It also has a button where you can play AM FM radio.
And they recognize the fuel.
And I use that function sometimes. I mean, it is nice to be, when you're carrying the handheld around, it's like, oh, okay, I'll listen to the radio for a little bit. So there's sometimes I listen to it. And the receive on it's pretty good. Even with the rubber ducky antenna. The package comes with, of course, the radio, an antenna, charger, charging the power cord for the charger, and then a battery and the belt clip. On the other side of the radio, it has like a Kenwood style connector. It's just a 2-prong. I think the sizes are, one of them is, okay, the mic is a 3.5 millimeter, and then the speaker is a 2.5 millimeter. And I use the B-Tech speaker mic. Wonderful mic. I do have a video on that speaker mic. I will put a link to it in maybe the cards up there. And but the UV-82, it's rugged. I've dropped it. It's pretty rugged. It has not broke on me yet. And as far as the talking, it will talk. It'll talk to local repeaters around town. I think the local repeater, the farthest repeater I've talked on to via amateur radio was approximately 20 miles away. There was some noise on me, but it was readable. Would I do it again? Yeah. And man, most of the time I'm just doing, whenever I use it, I'm talking local, and I'm roughly 2, 3, 5 blocks away from the repeater. And the repeater is probably, I think, 200 foot up in the air on a tower. But it will stretch the distance if need to. I have replaced the rubber ducky antenna with a Nagoya in a 701. Phenomenal antenna for the radio. They're on the cheaper side too, so they are very compatible with the Boafeng radios if you do not want to break the bank. Would I suggest anyone buying this radio? Yes, I would suggest it. It is very inexpensive, especially if you're just getting into the amateur radio hobby. I do suggest getting this type of Boafeng radio because I think this type of radio is kind of built to last, I think, or my suggestion is. And getting to the VFO mode, into switching from VFO mode to memory mode, I should say, makes it a lot, I want to say, harder, but it doesn't take away from the function of the radio. To switch from VFO mode to memory mode, you have to shut the radio off, hold the menu button down, and then turn the radio back on. That is one of the features I strongly like about this radio, because it makes it harder to switch from VFO mode to memory mode. I have a UV-5RA, and I've had that radio on my hip. I bumped into something, and next thing I know, I'm in VFO mode, and I was wanting memory mode and stuff. It's like, yeah, and I kind of locked the radio, but for some reason it still switched on me. I still haven't figured that one out. But with the UV-82, getting to the VFO mode and memory mode, it's a little bit harder of the switching, but it's an excellent, I think, add to the radio, since it is a little bit more difficult. I think it made the radio a whole lot better. It reminds me much of like a commercial style radio for the size and how it's built, with having the dual push to talk buttons. You can have, say you're trying to listen to two frequencies, and what you have on the A bank, you have radio traffic and you need to holler at somebody, you can holler without switching channels. If you have someone hollering at you on the B side, you can immediately go to them with just the dual PTT. Now, they do make a speaker mic for the radio that has a dual PTT button. I have not had an opportunity to invest in one or use one, but I haven't really had the need for one. I use the B-Tech speaker mic, and that thing works wonders. I love that mic. And now, if you just use that speaker mic only has a single push-to-talk button, and whenever you use that mic or a mic with a single push-to-talk, it will automatically go towards the B side. The B bank, B side, B bank, kind of whichever you want to call it. That's the one it will default to whenever you key up on the push to talk. So it's not necessarily a pain, but you just kind of want to make sure you're talking on the right frequency. I did have an instance where I was talking on the wrong frequency at one time, but it wasn't a big deal. It was kind of, I had a simplex channel, and then I was trying to talk to a couple guys on a repeater and stuff. But once I figured out what was going on, it was a quick switcheroo. I switched it to the right frequency, and I was good to go the rest of the day. That's just kind of my thoughts. This is kind of a quick video on the UV-82, kind of a short little review video. If you have any questions, hey, put them down in the comments. If you have a UV-82, tell me what you like about it, what you hate about it. If share this video, maybe it'll help some of your friends or help you out, and maybe you're on the verge and you're like, I don't know if I should buy one or not. They're so cheap. Do it. And you're not going to be out much of money. I have 2 of them. I still think that's some of the best money that I invested in. You kind of can't go wrong with having 2 Boafengs laying around the house, because they'll stay charged, and they're just kind of neat to have laying around, and you and your buddies can go and you can throw one to a buddy. And if you're you're carpooling or having a caravan down to another town and stuff, and you kind of want to have some communications back and forth, you can just underneath the right frequencies and stuff, and you can toss them one and go, here, we'll talk back and forth. They're cheap, inexpensive, and they flat work. I have had them for a couple years now, and I haven't had a single problem with them. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.